Hello there guys, and welcome back to the Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be taking you through the spring/hot season in Horizon 5. This is the final week of Series 6 and the final week to get all of the important series rewards for this series. So if you haven't yet unlocked the Honda NSXR GT and the number 2 Ford GT40, now is your opportunity. There is another 58 points available in this season. And in this video I'm going to be taking you through all of the challenges so that you can unlock as many points as you can. We've also got this week's seasonal rewards, so we've got the 20 point reward, which is the McLaren 650S Spider. So I think this is the convertible one, so I believe we already have the McLaren 650S in the game, so this is just the convertible version. Not really sure why we needed the convertible version, but sure, we'll take it. I believe this was in Horizon 4 as well, I think, I'm not sure, so it's probably a returning car. For 40 points, however, is the better reward. This is the hard to find legendary Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. This is an exclusive. Up until now, it was worth 20 million credits in the auction. I sold mine for about 12 million when I knew that it was coming in this series. So I'd highly recommend getting both of these rewards because they are really, really cool cars, and they will definitely earn their keeping if they come back again. So we'll be starting with this week's Forzathon, which is called Camp Out, and then we'll be looking at all the other challenges. Okay then, so this week's weekly Forzathon challenge will get you 5 points towards the season and also 80 Forzathon points or 160 Forzathon points if you own the La Casa Soliguera house, which comes free with VIP and doubles all of your Forzathon points in every Forzathon related event. So for this one, Chapter 1 Hip Hip Hooray, all you need to do is own and drive the 1963 Volkswagen Type 2 Deluxe camper van. So you can see it in the picture there. We actually got it from one of last week's event labs here, but it's also, I believe, available in the auto show if you didn't win that, because I've got two, unless it's maybe available in wheel spins or the auction house. So once you have got in your Volkswagen Type 2, if it doesn't pop up straight away saying that the chapter is completed, just move away from the festival or house or wherever you are, drive for a few seconds, and it should pop up saying Hip Hip Hooray completed. Then you'll be able to move on to Chapter 2, which is called Through the Looking Glass. For this one, all you need to do is take a photo of your Volkswagen Type 2, which apparently has 23 windows. So literally go anywhere on the map, open photo mode, make sure the Type 2 is in the picture, then exit photo mode, wait for it to load, and it should pop up saying you've completed after a few seconds. Once you've done that, you can move on to Chapter 3, which is called Wheels on the Bus. For this one, all you need to do is complete an event lab in your VW Type 2. So basically any event lab, maybe just a simple race, like a 10-second race. It should work. If you're having any problems, I think I did hear that maybe a cross-country race might work. So if you're having any problems, just try around with a few different types of events, maybe ones that have got custom routes, maybe ones that haven't, and just see if you can find one that works. Hopefully it should work first time. Once you've completed that one, the final chapter is called Go Round and Round. For this one, you need to upgrade your VW Type 2 and win one B-Class cross-country. For me, I pre-tuned mine before the season change last night, and when I came on the game just before, it triggered and it completed. So you should have no problem completing the previous chapters with it upgraded. However, if not, for example, I had a backup VW Type 2 if it doesn't work, so then I'd complete the other 3 chapters before upgrading. But for me, it worked, and maybe if you remove your tune and re-download it, it should work fine. So for this one, the tune I'm using is under my gamertag, so I'll show you it now if it loads. So my gamertag is Shylo 2017, and this tune I shared it last night, so it will have been created on the 20th. So it's called #Forzathon Chapter 4, that's what that stands for. It's got just over 300 horsepower. It's got off-road race tyres because you need to win one, was it dirt or cross-country, I can't remember. It's also all-wheel drive, so this tune should be no problem for you to use. Yes, it doesn't have a great top speed, but apart from that, it's a pretty good car. So yeah, it is a cross-country for that one. So complete one cross-country off the map and that will have it completed. So that is your weekly Forzathon, getting you 5 points, 80 or 100 Forzathon points. For any daily Forzathon challenges that you need help on, just let me know throughout the week as they pop up. They pop up once a day at 3:30pm GMT, and they each last for 7 days. So the one that released today will last until next Thursday. The rest of them will last exactly a week after they have released. So you have a week to complete them, so you may want to wait a couple of days and complete a couple at a time. They're usually quite easy to complete, so if you are having any problems, maybe it's bugged or you're not really understanding what it means, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to help you. And these Forzathon points can be spent in this week's Forzathon shop, which is the Ferrari 458S from 2013. I've heard that this isn't available in the auto show, however for 700 Forzathon points I probably wouldn't buy it. You're probably able to find it in the auction house anyway. We also have the Ford Ranger Raptor from 2019. Again, I've heard this isn't in the auto show. For 500 Forzathon points, I don't really think it's worth it, but if you've got some to spare, then feel free. We also have an orange suit here, which you probably want to waste points on. And if you want to remove these horns and maybe get any exclusive ones, then I bought the paint spray horn, which sounds like this. Yeah, well that says it all, doesn't it? Okay then, so now we move on to the trial, which this week is called Red vs Blue. It will get you 10 points towards the festival playlist, which if you do your maths is half of what you need to get the 650 and a quarter of what you need to get the Aventador. This is the only challenge in the festival playlist that can get you this many points in one go, so it's really worthwhile to complete if you have Xbox Live Gold. It'll also get you a tuning hoodie clothing reward, which for a trial event isn't really a very good reward, but sure, we'll take it. So remember, with the trial you're on a co-op team, so unless you've got a convoy of 6 who will be playing against 6 driver tires, you'll be matched up with some randoms, up to 5 other randoms to make the team of 6. So that could be 1 random or 5 randoms. Usually you will have at least 1 untuned person, and you'll have maybe a couple of rammers. Just try not to be one of them. Try to make sure you turn up with a tuned car, and that you don't ram any of your teammates. By any means, feel free to ram the AI, but do be prepared for them to ram you off, because they can get quite violent at times. So yeah, and they are on unbeatable, so they may seem like they're cheating at some point, which in reality they probably are. I've seen them miss checkpoints and not get reset many a time. So if the AI are cheating, just try and live with it and try and beat them. So this week it's dirt racing, and it's B-class Evo versus Impreza, because Evos are usually red, and Imprezas are usually blue, so yeah, that's where the red versus blue comes from. So I think there's 2 from each category that I've got for you for this one, so I'll head over to my garage now and show you the tunes. So because I'm a very clever person, once again I've favourited all of the cars from this week's season, so that makes it easier for me to find them during the video. So as you can see here from Mitsubishi, I have the 1999 Evo 6. This one has nearly 300 horsepower, it's quite light, as you can see it's got the rally lights. Really cool car. I think it's running off-road race tyres. From Mitsubishi also we have the 2004 Evo 8 MR. This one has just over 300 horsepower, however it's a bit heavier. As you can see, it hasn't got a wing. Again, I think it's running off-road race tyres. Both of these are really affordable and will get you get it completed as easily. I don't know why I can't speak. From Subaru we have the 2005 Impreza, which has just over 300 horsepower again. It's not the fastest because the shifting is a bit sus, especially when you're using automatic. It's also a bit more expensive, however equally a good car. It's been one of my favourites since Horizon 4, so a really cool car. We also have the Impreza 22B STI from 1998. This one's running 330 horsepower, however it's got a lot of torque, and out of the 4, this is the one I'm probably going to go for. However, I think it is an exclusive, so unless you got it when it was released in the festival playlist or the Forzathon shop, or you got it from the auction, I don't think it's in the auto show, so in that case I'd probably go with one of the Evos. But again, a really cool car, and also running off-road race tyres. Now then, we have this week's 2 Event Lab features, the first of which is called From Ponderniob and he presents Trial of the Grasses. This is going to get you a 2013 Audi R8, which you might not imagine is a very good car. However, it's an exclusive, only available in the auction Forzathon Shopper Festival playlist. It'll also get you 3 points towards the festival playlist. So the description of this is: race along a structure built on the mountainside, full of steep undulations and high octane bank turns. Watch out for tight technical sections and reduced grip. Wall riders beware. So essentially, don't wall ride and you'll be fine. For this, you'll need a B-class retro saloon. So I've got a bit of a good tune with a meme design, because I know Dobra liked my Mini Countryman with Toy Story edition design last week, so I've tried to find a few meme designs for this week. As you probably saw, I've got the SpongeBob livery on my Forzathon camper van here, so I'm going to head over to my garage and show you the retro saloons from B-Class that I have got tuned for you. Okay, so here it is, the very own Swedish box with the IKEA livery, because not only are IKEA from Sweden, but the Volvo is kind of a bit of furniture made out of wood. I think that's the gist with that one. So this is front wheel drive, it's 25,000 credits, so really easy to get hold of, not really expensive at all. I think it's running rally tyres or off-road race tyres, one of the two. It's got 327 horsepower, I think from the VVT engine from the Celica, I think. So overall, really good car. I've tested it, and even with front wheel drive I've managed to reduce the understeer as much as possible, so it's actually quite good, if I'm honest with you, although it does sound a bit strange with the Toyota Celica engine in it. So yeah, so this tune can be found on my gamertag once again. This week's other event lab then is from X-Dead Zeppelin, and he presents Festival of Forza car, of which will get you a pinata pop, car horn and another 3 points. The description for this one is simply a festival of racing, a festival of Forza. So sounds actually quite fun, although it might be similar to ones we've had in the past few weeks. However, I'm still willing to give it a go. For this one, you'll need anything from A-Class that is all-wheel drive, whether it be rear-wheel drive or front-wheel drive swapped to all-wheel drive, or all-wheel drive stock. Anything you have tuned to A-Class which is all-wheel drive will do the job. So I've selected 1 or 2 cars. There's obviously a vast selection of cars that you could use for this one. So any of these that say all-wheel drive, so the Nomad, the RS4, the TTRS, the Z4M Coupe, the Mustang GT, and that one's rear-wheel drive. There's also the Golf GTI, so any of them plus any all-wheel drive A-Class cars you have tuned, you'll be able to use for that event lab. Now then, for this week's seasonal PR Stunt, so we have a Danger Sign, a Trailblazer and a Speed Trap this week. I did realise that in last week's video, after I recorded, I realised I didn't include gameplay of the Speed Trap, so apologies for that. I will include gameplay this week. All 3 of these PR Stunts are going to get you 2 points and a super wheel spin, and so all the same to keep it simple. So firstly, we'll start with the Stadium Jump Danger Sign. For this one, you need an S2 class Extreme track toy, and as you can see here, you need 365 meters, and the run up is you actually need to go from this way down, and you jump across the stadium that way. So I'm going to show you which cars I've got for you, and then gameplay of this PR Stunt. Okay, so there's actually more extreme track toys in S2 class than you actually think, and quite a lot of them are pre-tuned by Forza, like the Forza editions, the VIP cars, the first of which is the BMW X5M. Although not very fast in a straight line, it's quite light, so it will jump quite far. We've also got the Ferrari F40C that I tuned in one of my Let's Play videos at the start of Forza Horizon 5. We also have the Koenigsegg CC GT. This is obviously a grip car, so although light, it's probably not going to get enough speed. We've also got the Ultimate Evolution Coupe. I've got an all-wheel drive and a rear-wheel drive tune for that one. That's probably the one I'm going to use, so I'm going to jump in it now and show you gameplay of this Danger Sign. Okay, so I'm actually starting quite far away around the corner here, just to make sure I've got enough speed so that I don't have to do it multiple times and embarrass myself on camera. As you can see, with manual you do have to shift quite a lot with the all-wheel drive version. However, once you get going, you do have enough speed from the 10-speed gearbox. Miss that AI there. So 365 meters, please. The rear-wheel drive version is obviously better with top speed, acceleration will be a bit sketchy, but on the road you should be alright with either of these tunes that I've got for this car, or any other extreme track toy that you choose to use. Right. Okay then, so the next PR stunt is the Dustball Street Speed Trap, in which you need to use the A-Class Aerial Nomad, and as you can see here, you need 135 miles an hour on this speed trap. So either way, you can come like off this over the crossroad and you come around the corner, or you can just full send it across the dunes and hope that you have enough speed. So Aerial Nomad's the only car we can use for this one, so I don't need to show you the car. The tune is shared under my gamertag as usual, so let's get into it and show you the gameplay. Okay, so I've chosen to go from this side and cut across the road here. We should have no problem getting 135 miles an hour here, because it's a really cool car and it's got a pretty decent tune on it. He says as he crashes into a bush and loses about 5 miles an hour of his speed. Yeah, so he says it's going to be easy, but then fails to demonstrate. So there we go, 136. So that was actually closer than I thought it was going to be because of the jump there when we lost a bit of speed. But either way, we still got it completed. That is the speed trap. The final PR stunt of this week then is the Puerta Trailblazer, where you need to use the C-Class buggy, so not unlimited buggy, but just buggy. And as you can see here, I've not actually done this one before. You can see that the finish line, if I zoom in, is over the right of your screen there, where that little flag is. You need 20 seconds left on the clock for this one, so that's halfway in between 2 and 3 stars. And I presume we kind of start here and go over here. So I'll go and show you my car now, and then we'll see the gameplay. Okay, so the car I've selected out of the 2 buggies that are available in the auto show is the 1970 Volkswagen Desert Dingo racing buggy. The other one is like the Baja buggy from 1969. 2 very similar vehicles, but this one I hadn't bought before, so I thought I'd try this one out. Tune is shared under my gamer tag, and the livery was suggested in my kind of, you know, the liveries that you get suggested to you when you look in download the liveries. So we get the nice run down the hill here, which is helpful. Obviously I've never done this one before, so I've no idea where the hell it ends up. We start with over a minute on the clock, which is helpful. I'm going to cut across after this bridge, I think. I'm going to try and find the gap in the trees. I probably have gone alright, that's a tree. That's a tree, Shylo. Big mistake. I believe that you have to kind of cut across. That's also a tree. I could do with going a bit slower, but you see, I had to use the stock brakes on this because the brakes took me into B class, and we needed more power, so I thought brakes weren't really necessary, so that's the only thing. Turn. Ah, nice one. Put it in reverse, Shylo, why don't you? I literally just casually put it into reverse. Right, go that way, thank you. Go, thank you. Move, you stupid vehicle. Go, 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 go. Turn, turn, turn. There's no handling on my vehicle. I'm going to have to rewind because I have screwed up massively there. I need to turn before that. Right, I need to kind of cut across here, I think. If I cut in here, I find my way through the gap, and then we go full send! Clarkson, please. Clarkson wins. Clarkson wins. That is the season objective completed. Thank you, Clarkson. Okay then, so now we have this week's seasonal championship, which is called Street Art. It'll get you 5 points and also a 1970, I presume, Dodge Challenger. So this one requires an A-class muscle and it's street racing, hence the name. We also have this epic picture of the Mustang GT500 from Wagon Driver 101. Really nice picture, dude, so shout out if you are by any chance watching this video. So yeah, street racing, A-class modern muscle. So I do want to note as well that on seasonal championships you need to make sure that your game difficulty, well, driver tire difficulty, is set to highly skilled or above, so anything highly skilled, I think next is expert, then pro, and then unbeatable, so any of them after highly skilled or including highly skilled where you need to be on, so nothing basically below highly skilled, otherwise you won't get all of the rewards. Okay, so unfortunately for me, most of my modern muscles were either untuned or tuned to S1 class. However, I've got two for you. So we've got the Vauxhall Monroe VXR, which I'm presuming I used for the drift zone the other week. So it has 1024 horsepower. It's very, very heavy, and it's running drag tyres. It's rear-wheel drive. If you want hell, then use that one. If you want an actual proper tune that's going to make you win, use the 2018 Ford Mustang GT, which is running rally tyres for extra PI saving and grip, which is better than sport tyres, so you know. It only costs 40,000 credits, so it's very affordable. We've got nearly 500 horsepower from the stock V8. It's also pretty light for a Mustang, and having tested it a few laps around the Horizon Mexico circuit, it's really good, really grippy. The turning's nice, not what I call OP, but it'll get you this championship done really well, so if you want a tune for that, then the Mustang GT tune is shared under my gamertag Shylo 2017. Now then, we have the Horizon Tour Co-op Championships, which I believe get you 3 points, I think. You see, what happened was it auto completed this at the start of the series. So in summer, this popped up as being completed, meaning I started on 10 points for the season. Don't ask me why, because it's Forza. I have no idea why. But yes, I get 3 points because I didn't have to do this. But all you need to do is head over to here, I think. And then, never mind, you need to go to the map, and then you need to go and head over to here where it says Horizon Tour. You can enter it from there. Other ways, just click on it in the festival playlist. So I'm not going to do it, but just click on it there. It'll put you in a random Horizon Tour lobby. You just need to complete the lobby. It takes about 20 minutes, and that is basically it. I don't think you have to win. I think you basically just have to complete it, but if completing doesn't work, then try and win, basically. Usually it isn't very hard, because the competitive people usually go for Horizon Open, so yeah, that is basically Horizon 2. Now for this week's treasure hunt, which is called Fine Tuned, will get you 3 points to the festival playlist and 100 Forzathon points to spend in the Forzathon shop. Especially if you're wanting to save up for them very expensive cars, this is definitely going to help you, along with the Forzathon points from the dailies and the weekly challenges. So the treasure clue this week is called, well, it is, don't try to sprint before you found your tunes, it's hard to win. So I've heard some people saying this is bugged for whatever reason, and I've also heard some people that say it works completely fine. In fact, I've only heard one person say it's bugged. So basically, essentially what this is trying to say is you need to get in any car, make sure it is upgraded and tuned, and then win a road sprint race. You can do this at any difficulty, and you can do it in any car. To be safe, I'd probably go with the 1992 Ford Escort Cosworth that you can see in the thumbnail there. However, I've seen Stevie O do it in the Porsche 918 and it works completely fine. All you need to make sure you do is not only upgrade your car, but change something in the tune menu. So most of my tunes have the brake pressure set to 150%, so pretty much all of my tunes will work. So for example, I think I've got a tune for the Ford Escort Cosworth, so hop in that and get it, win a road sprint run in this with the tune applied. If not, just tune your own car, whatever it may be, maybe the Escort Cosworth, upgrade it a bit, fiddle with the tuning like brake pressure differential, I don't know, tyre pressure, whatever, and then save the tune, enter the race, and it should complete. I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'll show you where the treasure chest is in a second. So if you don't want to see where the treasure chest is, skip about a minute from now and you won't see it, or you can go and find it yourself. Just pause the video while you're doing so. Okay, so as you can see, my treasure challenge has completed, so after a few seconds it's going to pop up with the circle now. So as you can see, it's over here by the Horizon Apex outpost. If you're having the issue of it's saying it's complete but not popping up with this circle on your map like the person that I heard or across YouTube before, the only thing I can recommend is to restart your game or your console or your PC. because it might just be a bug where some people getting it work and some people aren't. If not, maybe do it again, click on it in the festival playlist, whatever. Then to make it easier for you, you're going to want to head over to the festival playlist, to the treasure hunt, and as you can see, there's a picture of where the chest is located here, and so this gives you a bit of a clue as to where to look. So I'm now going to tell you exactly where it is, because from this I know exactly where it is. If you don't want to see, like I said, pause the video, look away while you find it, or skip a bit of the video. And I'll show you where it is now. I do also want to point out that to make your life easier as well when you're looking, I would suggest filtering to seasonal treasure chests or collectibles challenges, whatever it says, so that this circle is visible across all of the other things on your map. So if you recognise this location from the map, well played to you, well from the picture, because it is you're really good if you've managed to recognise it. I'm not going to lie, I used Stevio2175's video to find it, just saying, but I think I probably would have found it. So you can see where I am on the map here, just shy of the Horizon Apex Festival. And what it looks like in reality is just under this bridge here. Smash through it and you'll get yourself 100 Forzathon points, and then you can go ahead to the Forzathon shop and check that they've been added. For me, I know that they've been added because I had I think I had less than 2,000 actually before I started recording this video. Maybe it's just another one of those where you get double Forzathon points. Maybe I got 200 instead of 100, because I think I was on 1,963. Anyway, moving on, this week's photo challenge, #RacingSpots, is the photograph the 2013 Toyota 86, GT86, whatever you want to call it, at the Senko mural in Playa Azul. So again, we're heading over to Playa Azul for another mural. This one will get you Senko's Relaxed Fit Tee with the mural on it. It'll also get you 2 points towards this week's festival playlist. So heading over to Playa Azul, we're actually quite close to there because of the Apex Festival. So going just up here, you're going to want to head over to the Lugar Tranquilo house, which is located around here. Go to there and I'll show you exactly where the mural is located. So obviously making sure you're in your Toyota 86, you'll see where the house is located here. Turn off the road, head down a bit, and on the right, on the right of this yellowy, orangey, peachy building, you will see the mural with the I'm gonna say woman with the tiger kind of head and deer and all them little things. Really cool murals. I actually like these Mexican murals. By the way, they're really talented people that created these. So open photo mode like I'm doing here. Take a photo with the mural on your car in it, so as you can see, and the photo challenge will pop up. 2 ticks, photo challenge completed. Head back into free roam and it'll pop up as completed in the festival playlist. Okay, so actually near the end of the video now. It's gone pretty quickly for me recording anyway. So we've got 2 more Horizon Open challenges here. The first of which is called Spring Clean. For this one you need to earn 10 clean racing skills in Horizon Open Custom Racing. It will get you a super wheel spin and 2 points. So for this you're going to want to head into your pause, over to online, into Horizon Open and select Custom Racing. You then we're going to want to select Road, Dirt, Cross Country or Street and any of the 3 classes. You're going to want to find a session and try and race clean, so try not to smash into walls and stuff, and try not to smash into other people. Racing clean will get you that pretty quickly, so that it may be clean racing, great clean racing, awesome clean racing, ultimate clean racing. They all count. Getting 10 of those, it'll probably only take a couple of races to be honest, will get you that challenge completed. The other Horizon Open challenge is called Country Charm. This will get you 2 points again, and this time it'll get you a BMW X5 M Sport. This is to complete a cross-country racing Horizon Open custom race. So again, do the same thing, but this time you must select cross-country racing. So to make this easier, you might want to try and do it in one by racing cross-country in any of these classes, and you might even be able to get your 10 clean racing skills in the same lobby, hence completing the challenges at the same time. Once you've completed that lobby, you can back out into free roam, and that will have hopefully both of them, if not one of them, completed. Now for the final time, we have this month's monthly events, the first of which is the Drift Club Mexico Horizon Story. To obtain this to have it in the game after this series, you need to have unlocked the Horizon Rush outpost from the Horizon Adventures section. If it appears on the map at the moment and then disappears after this week, that means you'll need to unlock the Horizon Rush outpost. However, for most people, it should just stay on the map. So completing all 6 chapters or getting all 80, I don't think you actually need to get all the stars, so just completing all of the 6 chapters, getting at least 1 star on all of the 6 chapters will get you the Ford Mackie 1400, and I think it's worth 3 points in the festival playlist. If you completed it in summer, it will be auto completed like it is for me. If you're completing it this week, it will add the 3 points on to the previous seasons as well, because it's a monthly event. Same for the monthly rivals. Hop into it here or in the rivals tab. It'll automatically put you at the Emerald Circuit in the Ascari, so no need to pick a car or fast travel or anything. Then you just need to post a clean lap. This will get you 4 points, and again it'll add any points on that you've missed. So a clean lap, for anybody wondering, is one that doesn't have a yellow exclamation mark next to it. So as long as yours is just a time with no exclamation mark, that is fine. Basically, to avoid this exclamation mark, you just need to not hit any walls, not miss any checkpoints, and not use rewind. They are the 3 factors that get you a dirty lap. If you don't use any of them things, then your lap will be clean. You can quit and it will have completed. Okay, so that is this video completed, guys. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate your support. Before I go, I do need to say a massive shout out to Cole Palm, or F1 Cole Palm, or Cole, however he goes by, whatever name he goes by at the moment, because he was the 250 subscriber competition winner, and we agreed with him that for the foreseeable future, a couple of weeks at least, he will get a shout out in any of the videos I do. I'll also put a link to his channel on the end screen and in the description if you want to find it. He posts really cool world record times. He's an absolutely legend, really good driver. So if you want to view some of his videos, again, I'll link it in the description and on the end screen. Massive shout out to you, Cole Palm, and best wishes from me. So again, that is the video completed, guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy, then please subscribe to the channel and make sure you subscribe to Cole Palm as well, and I shall see you in the next video. I do also want to mention that this week's car pass car is the Porsche 911 Speedster, so I may do a video on that if I get time, but it's not guaranteed, because I know over the weekend I probably won't be on as much because I've got something going on in real life with family. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye.